Welcome back to the shadows, where the line between the ordinary and the unthinkable blurs into nightmare. Tonight, we dive into 4 true tales that will crawl under your skin and linger long after the lights go out. These aren't fiction, these are real experiences shared by everyday people, pulled from the depths of their memories. Grab something to hold on to, because we're starting with a reunion that turns into a midnight horror. Narrator, as storyteller, first-person perspective, I'd spent a few blissful days in Austin, visiting old friends. I'm from Louisiana, so the drive home is one of those all-day hauls that tests your sanity, endless highways, bad radio, and that creeping fatigue. On my last day there, as I posted a quick Instagram story about heading out, my old high school buddy Tom popped up in the comments. "When you leaving?" he asked. "Today," I replied. Turns out, he lived just an hour outside Austin, right on my route home. We hadn't seen each other in years, just the occasional like on social media, but damn, it would have been good to catch up. "Stop by," he said. Sure, why not? I thought. What harm could a quick detour do? I punched his address into the GPS, an hour and a half, easy. Tom and I go way back to high school, thick as thieves until life pulled us apart after graduation. By the time I pulled up to his place, the sun was dipping low, painting the sky in that rusty Texas orange. His house? A little old-fashioned, like something out of a Western flick. Not rundown, mind you, just aged gracefully, with weathered siding and a wraparound porch that groaned under my boots like it was whispering secrets. The wooden steps creaked with every footfall, and when Tom flung open the door, a wave of scents hit me: old wood, polished oak, and that rustic tang, like an abandoned cabin deep in the piney woods. He pulled me into a bear hug, all grins and backslaps. "Man, it's been too long. Some friendships, you know? They stay pure, no matter how many years stack up." Inside was a time capsule, shag rugs that could have seen Nixon, furniture straight out of the 70s with that chunky, indestructible vibe. Every step on the hardwood floors let out a soft creak, echoing like the house was alive, breathing with us. It felt Texas. Charming, in a dusty, nostalgic way. Like stepping back into a simpler era. We crashed in the living room, whiskey bottles uncorked by 5 p.m. sharp. One pour turned to 2, 2 to 3, and before I knew it, the room was spinning in that warm, golden haze. Hours melted away like ice in our glasses: jobs, wives, kids we didn't have, the dumb shit we pulled in high school. Laughter bouncing off the walls. Then, inevitable as the hangover, Tom drops it. "Hey, man, you got that long drive back. Why don't you crash here tonight?" I hesitated, but he was right. I was 3 sheets to the wind, no shape for the road. "Yeah, good idea," I slurred. "Couch okay?" "Nah," he waved it off. "Got a spare room upstairs. Nothing fancy, but beats the couch." That was plenty for me. We ordered Chinese, greasy takeout heaven, scarfed it down on paper plates, and he led me down a short hallway to the guest room. I was hammered, eyes half shut, so the details blurred. But even through the fog, the air hit different, stale, thick, like the room hadn't seen a soul in years. Dust motes danced in the faint hall light, and the bed sagged under me like it was relieved to have company. I collapsed face first, out cold before my head hit the pillow. Sometime in the dead of night, God knows when, I jolted awake. Mouth like cotton, head pounding like a bass drum. The room was pitch black, save for a sliver of moonlight sneaking through the blinds, casting long shadows that clawed at the walls. That's when I saw it. In the far corner, right by the closet door. Something hanging. At first glance, it was just a long black trench coat on a rack, innocent enough. But as my bleary eyes adjusted, the shape twisted in my gut. Broad at the top, like shoulders hunched in weight. The way it draped wasn't fabric, it was a silhouette, too still, too deliberate. My heart slammed against my ribs, a wild animal in a cage. I didn't remember that when I stumbled in. But hey, drunk brain, right? Missed it. I rolled over, squeezing my eyes shut, whispering to myself, "It's just a coat. Nothing more." But the itch won. I peeked. Still there. Motionless. Watching. I forced a deep breath, clenched my fists, and willed sleep back, anything to escape that stare. I don't know how long I drifted, but the next wake-up wasn't booze or thirst. It was sound. A slow, soft creak, like weight shifting on old floorboards, careful, deliberate steps. My eyes snapped open. Dawn was creeping in now, gray light filtering through the blinds. I whipped my head to the corner. And my stomach plummeted. The coat, or whatever it was gone. Empty corner, bare closet door mocking me. I bolted upright, head swimming, veins buzzing with that sour cocktail of terror and whiskey regret. Heart thundering, I scanned every inch. Nothing. Just shadows playing tricks. I threw off the covers and bolted to Tom's room, bursting in on his snores like a chainsaw in the quiet. Shook him hard. He was out like a light, mumbling incoherently. "Tom. The coat," I gasped. He blinked awake, confused as hell, rubbing his eyes. "What coat?" "The black trench coat. On the rack in the spare room. It looked like a person." He sat up, suddenly sober-eyed. "Man, I don't own a trench coat. Hell, no coat rack in there." I froze, searching his face for the punchline, the gotcha grin. Nothing. Dead serious. "Come look," I pleaded. He sighed, dragged on a robe, and followed me back. I jabbed a finger at the spot. "Right there." He scratched his head, peering around. "You sure you weren't dreaming? Half asleep shit?" "I know what I saw," I shot back, voice cracking. Woke up, it was there. Woke again, gone. We stood in that room, the eerie silence wrapping around us like a shroud. Tom's exhale was heavy. "All right, let's check the house." We tore through every room, every closet, every dusty corner. Nothing. No forced entry, no stray coats, no footprints in the dew outside. Zilch. Tom tried to play it cool, half dream state, "Buddy. Booze does that." I wanted to believe him. God, the alternative was a black hole. As soon as the sun crested, I grabbed my keys, mumbled a goodbye, and peeled out. Felt like a coward leaving him there alone, but that house. It felt wrong now. The whole drive to Louisiana, my mind looped it like a bad tape, that figure in the corner, staring while I slept. Tom's prank? He'd have fessed up by now. It's been years, radio silence on that front. So what was it? Someone in the house, slipping and silent, vanishing with the dawn? Watching me vulnerable, then deciding I wasn't worth the risk? I still check my locks twice. Some visits change you forever. Narrator, as storyteller, first-person perspective, this one hit me when I was just 18, young enough to feel invincible, old enough to know better. I was on a road trip with my parents and my best friend Anna, let's call her that for privacy. All of us crammed in the car, heading out on this domestic adventure in Sweden. 8-hour drive from home, no biggie. Plan was simple, hit up a theme park, crash at a campsite. But life's got a way of throwing curveballs, we hadn't booked ahead. Dumb, I know. We roll into the city late afternoon, theme park tomorrow, so tonight? Sleep. Dad's on his phone, hunting campsites. Finds one nearby, calls him up. Slammed, some massive soccer tournament had every spot booked solid. He dials around, too pricey, too far, too full. Options dwindling, we pivot to wild camping. GPS to the nearest forest parking spot in a nature reserve, gravel lot, no fines if we're lucky. Pull in, and there's a few hikers milling about. We ask the vibe, good to tent here? A woman nods, all smiles. Safe spot, no attendance. Sleep easy. Sold. We skip the beach, 10-minute walk away, sure, but something in my gut said nope. Parked in this lonely gravel patch, forest swallowing us whole. Unloading gear, I spotted a lone car, beat to hell, parked way off in the shadows. No plates I could see, no driver. Evenings falling fast, beach empty, trails quiet. Weird, but I shrug it off. Tents go up, parents in one, Anna and me in the other, cozy as we can manage. We futz with poles, swear a bit, finally nail it. Inside hours, sleeping bags fluffed, YouTube on low, snacks demolished. 11 p.m., calling it, big day tomorrow. Midnight hits. Parents snoring next door. Anna and I'm doom scrolling TikTok when, clang. Metallic, sharp, like a shovel hitting gravel. From the lot. We freeze, eyes wide. What the hell? I whisper. Too spooked to peek, we hunker down, ears straining. Another sound, shovel tossed in a trunk? Slam. Engine roars to life, peels out like the devil's on its tail. Hearts jackhammering, I text a buddy in the next town over. Camping at, location. Cool? His reply chills me, dude, that beach? Sketchy as fuck. Gangs run it, drugs, worse. Get out. Ice in my veins. No clue before. 10 minutes tick by in suffocating quiet. We're easing down, breath steadying. Then it. The scream. Blood-curdling, guttural, a man's agony ripping from the woods. Primal terror floods us. I spam text mom, scream in woods. No reply. Dial her, rings eternal. She picks up groggy. What? We heard nothing. Probably foxes or drunks. Go back to sleep. Foxes? That was human hell. Anna and I burrow into blankets, every rustle a threat. Midnight eternity, can't sleep, won't move. Silence descends, heavy as fog. Then, footsteps. Stealthy, crunching leaves. Circling our tents. We bolt upright, breath caught. I kill my phone light, no beacon. Pulse thuds in my ears. No reason for anyone out here, this hour. Steps pad round our tent. Parents. The car. Pause. Stare. Dead quiet. Then, headlights. That same car, back, beam slicing tents. We flatten, praying invisibility. Guts up, I crack the window flap. Door slams. Tires screech, gone. Relief, shaky. From my angle, I track the road. 5 minutes, blue lights flash. Cop car, flying after it. Chase? Shaken to cores, we bolt to the locked car, safer steel. I play sentry till 5 a.m., eyes on black woods. Anna nods off, I don't. Dawn breaks, we drag back to tent, collapse from exhaustion. 9 a.m., wrecked. Spill to mom, she confesses, heard the steps, the breathing. Heavy, raspy, horror movie stalker shit by their tent. Terrified, silent. Dad? Oblivious lumber. Back in frenzy, out. Theme park that day? Forced fun, smiles cracking. Evening, curiosity kills, Google the forest. Gut punch. Weeks prior, man stabbed dead, gang deaths. Worse, 2 guys vanished from that beach. Poof. Gone. Brain spins, shovel for a shallow grave? Scream the victim? Footsteps, scouting witnesses? Cops chasing the killer? We dodged death by inches, blind. Still haunts, what if they'd checked closer? Who screamed? Why the shovel? Sweden's wilds hide monsters. Sleep tight. Narrator, as storyteller, first-person perspective, this one's etched in my soul, even now. Happened when I was 6, that fuzzy edge where kid memories sharpen into steel. Got one sibling, big bro Keith, 2 years up, so 8 then. Shared a massive upstairs bedroom in our creaky old house, parents' domain downstairs, kingdom of rules. Bedtime? Ironclad 8:30. Miss it, dad's wrath, grounded, lectures till dawn. He ran tight ship, we towed the line. School night or weekend? Lost to time. But middle night wake up, Keith's hand on my shoulder, shaking urgent. Shh. Quiet. Listen. Groggy, pissed, why? Then I heard. Downstairs, faint, mom's voice. Whisper soft, calling us. Keith? Mikey? Coaxing, sweet. I start up, gotta answer mom. Keith clamps my arm, don't. Ain't her. Quit scaring me, jerk. I hiss, mad as fire. Go closer. Here for real. I creep to our door. Hall beyond, bath left, Gron's crash spot right when she visited. Stairs straight ahead, door latched for safety. Ear to wood, clearer now. Keith. Mikey. Mom's tone, dead ringer. See? Mom. Keith's whisper ice, no. Not. Kid logic flips, little bro ballsy, cracks our door. Creep to stair door, ear pressed. Voice halts. She walked off, I mutter. Told ya, he growls. Shut up. Scaredy cat shit. Thumb the lock, ease open, silent as sin. Crack wide enough, peer down. Bottom? Silhouette. Woman shaped, shadowed. But wrong. Not mom's frame, not her poise. She sees me. Hi, sweetie. Come down. Voice silk over razor. Slam. Lock. Back to room, double bolt. Tears hot, I'm bawling, Keith's told you. A broken record. Plan hatches, scream stomp alarm. On 3. Floor thunders, lungs shred, help. Parents storm up, fists on door. Dad's roar, unlock, now. We fling, he fumes at locks, but one look, my sobs, our shakes. Game over. Spill it frantic. Mom's face drains, wasn't me. Asleep. Not calling. What did she look like? Silhouette only, dark blur, no face. Dad bolts down, hunting ghosts. Mom hugs tight, kisses forehead. Lock up tonight, good boys. First time ever. Too young for dots, but vibes screamed they knew. Peep window later, doorbell buzz, cop lights pulsing blue-red outside. Begged answers downstairs, who? What? Shrug City. Dunno. Random creep. Proud you stayed put. Bull. Last family dinner, decades on, prod again. Same dodge, intruder, that's it. But names? Keith, Mikey, how? Newest intimate. Parents shielded truth, spared kid trauma. Mercy or cage? That whisper echoes. Locks save lives. Narrator, as storyteller, first person perspective, 16, high school grind, no wheels yet, so parental Uber or hoof it. Weekend vibes, Haley throwing a bash, folks out. Mom drops me, 3-minute zip, 20 walk if desperate. She's single, wild heart, if I'm late, walk or hitch. Date night. Cool. Inside, squad assembled, Tina, Courtney, Belle, me. Backyard chill, giggles, bonfire glow. Hours tick. Then boys crash the gate. Unexpected, Haley's sneaky invite, 'cause one? Brandon, my messy ex-history. Thought she'd play Cupid. Awkward apocalypse, 4 dudes, 5 gals. Nah. I bail, fuming texts, WTF? Her OMG sorry. Spam, forgive, but out. 5 minutes in, stride slows. Footsteps? Mine? Nah, echo behind. Turn, middle-aged dude, hood up, hands pocketed. Smile wolfish. How you doing? Hi, flat. Keep moving. Suburbs hum late, walker's norm. But glances? He's paced, closing lazy. Twisty route home, turns galore. Each? He's there. Text frenzy to group, stalker alert. He pipes, nice night, huh? Love this weather. Yeah. Speed subtle, no panic sprint. Chit chat kills, you local? No. Short, steel. Chuckle low, oily. Beg friends, pick up? Anyone? Irony bites, Brandon en route. Man drops bomb, won't hurt ya. Live by the school, right? Whip around, he halts, grin twists sinister. Leave me alone. Run. His boots thunder, gaining. Life flashes, scream raw, help. Kidnapper. Houses blaze lights. He snaps, shut up, you little bitch. Witnesses spookin', bolts to dark. Couple emerges, I gasp tail. Huddle there till Brandon rolls up, 1-minute joyride home. Mom's MIA, texts ghost. Solo dread? Stay? Brandon beams, happiest crash ever. Late night yak, old flames flicker. Then steps. Circling house. My room upstairs, yard view. Gate creaks, mom's front door gal. Peek window, nothing visual. But voice slithers up, I see you up there. Gasp rips, backpedal. Brandon bellows, cops, freak. 911 blur, he mans phone, hero mode. Grateful gut punch. Cops swarm, describe, hood, smile, stalker eyes. Safer instant. Mom breezes in, horror struck. Squad parks block watch hours. No more night jaunts, yard? Poison. Uncle rigs cams, blatant, back off billboards. Creep ghosts. Mom flips house year later, can't stomach my flinch jumps. Sold for peace. Who? Neighborhood ghost? Knew my spots, my night? Uncaught shadow. Walk bold, eyes rear. Some nights claim pieces. Narrator, VO, closing. There you have it, 4 slices of real dread, proof the world's got teeth. If these hit home, drop a like, share your own brush with the dark below. Till next time. Watch the corners. Sweet dreams.